Hey friends, so this is Om from IMVU. This is my first video like this, and the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm a visual learner, and when I first got 3ds Max, I was looking on YouTube for some tutorials on how to do stuff, and there weren't that many there. And the ones that were there kind of assumed that, like, oh, you already know the program a little bit. No, I didn't know anything, and I had to figure out a lot of things myself. So this video is going to be showing you how to make a really basic furniture item with no poses. So if you want a furniture item with poses, if you don't even get the point of this, then obviously this video isn't for you. This is just for people who want to, like, know the very basics. So to start off, if this is your first time making a product at all, make sure that everything is installed correctly. So make sure, by that I mean your Cal 3D exporter. I don't know how you pronounce that, but that was actually pretty challenging to install correctly for me. So make sure when you press export, you don't have to have any, like, this can just be done on any screen. You have these files, the Cal 3D, Cal 3D, Cal 3D. If you don't see Cal 3D there, you don't have it installed. Don't try to trick yourself and be like, oh, but that's XRF and that's DXF, almost the same thing. No, it isn't, and it won't work. And maybe I'll do a video on that, because that was, at least for me, it was challenging. Maybe I'm just silly, but yeah, that's important, and you don't want to go through this whole video and at the end it's like, oh, I don't even have that installed correctly. You don't want that. So, to start off, I'm going to put the link in the description for this, but basically there are some files on Cal 3D that, there are some files for 3ds Max that IMVU gives you that you need to help you make furniture for IMVU. You can make a furniture item with the female pose or the male pose, but to make it easier, and I'm going to put the link for this where I got this, it's just off of IMVU. They already have some furniture items there, and this is this will work if you export this, and it'll actually be a furniture item, but obviously you don't want the exact same one that's already there, so, okay. Select this. Actually, I'm just gonna kinda move the screen because I don't like having all four there. Maybe that's just me. You guys might like it, but you can select this. Make sure you don't select that box too, and just press delete on your keyboard. Not backspace, but delete. To change the view, you can either press views, then set active viewport and change one of these, or you see that there are little keyboard shortcuts that you can press, and you'll probably be using these when you get really advanced at mesh making. You won't want to be like going through these, and like that takes a really long time. So you can just press T. Don't freak out. This is the exact same cube that you just saw, but it's from the top view. This is what a cube looks like from the top. If you don't know how to zoom out, the way I'm doing this is I'm pressing Control, Alt, and the middle mouse button at the same time. Actually, I'm doing this on a laptop, so I'm pressing both right and left keys down at the same time. Not the arrows, the right and left mouse buttons. So press everything down at the same time, then drag your mouse up and down, and that's how you zoom. And over here we're going to press this little create button. And, well, what do you want to make? Let's make a box. And I'm just going to go like this. Press one more time. Then to get out of this, you can't just press box one more time and it'll disappear. Nothing happens when you press it one more time. You have to press the right mouse button, then it deselects. Yeah, so check out this. This is called a view cube. You can move it around. And wow, isn't that so cool? It's your box. I'm going to press W, the W key, and this will give me 2 arrows, and it'll let me move this thing around, which is cool. And you want to keep moving this, moving it, just to make sure that's exactly how you want, and you can adjust these things. Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. Don't move this green cube. I don't know what happens if you move that yet. I'm still a noob at this as well. But okay. Look, now you have it exactly how you want it. If you want to change how big this is, I would suggest going into the modify screen. And over here it says the length, width, and height of your cube. And yeah, you can change it. I'll change it just to show you to 600. And then width to 600 as well. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Anyways, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a texture on this. So you go up here to Material Editor, and okay, here's the texture from the bar that was there before, the furniture item that was in the file. So it was like a wooden texture, chair one texture. You can click that one. I like pressing the second one. That's just what I learned. So over here beside diffuse, you're going to click this little box beside it, and then double click on bitmap. Okay. Yeah, I just got this texture from Google just for the purposes of this tutorial. I'm not actually going to use it. You should make your own textures. But just to have something, you can use anything you want, and you can change this later, so don't worry about it. What's important, make sure you have this selected. So this should have white around it. And then, okay, well, you want to rename this as well. So you can rename it anything, and then just put a number in here. Okay, this might just sound confusing. Just put any number in here. You can put like any number in square brackets beside your name. Now press Assign Material to Selection. And you're like, oh no, it's gray. That isn't what texture I used. Press this button, Show Standard Map in Viewport. Voila. It's a wooden plank. I don't know what it is. You can close this now. And look how cool that is. Okay, one more thing we have to do. In the modifier panel, go to the modifier list and look for skin. These are in alphabetical order, so thank goodness, or else it would be really hard to find. Yeah, there it is, skin. And down here where it says bones, press add a bone, and you're going to press this root. And what that's saying, this thing right here, that's your root. We saw the name before. If you press it, root. You want it to be able to move with, like if you move this right now, this moves with it. That's because you just stuck them together. Don't move those things around like I did. Press Ctrl Z or Edit Undo. Okay, well now you're all set. Select this box, make sure it's in white, and then go to File, I guess this is File, Export, and I already saved one as box 1. And this is the skeleton mesh file. So it actually says Cal3D skeleton file XSF or CSF. And yeah, okay. Box 1. Save. And just press finish. Now select this one. Your object, your box. And also export it, but this time we're exporting it as a not material file. Don't listen to me. Mesh file. So XMF. They all sound the same. So I'm gonna name it box1.xmf. And make sure you're like, remember where you're saving this. Look up, and because I think by default it saves it somewhere randomly in like in the 3ds Max folders, and you won't be able to find it. You need to find these later when you're putting them on IMVU, so put them somewhere you can find. So yeah, there we go, save. And you just want to keep pressing next, finish. Okay, So now I'm going to go to IMVU, and this is the create screen. You can go to home, create. I'm poor. Maybe I'll edit that out, maybe not. Drive new product, and it's a furniture item, so rooms and furniture, furniture. Okay. This is a really exciting moment for you guys if this is your first mesh ever. My first mesh ever was an accessory, and I followed a Nurseus tutorial, and like, he's awesome. That was like the only good tutorial on YouTube, but it was hard. So this could be really exciting. I hope it works for you. Over here under config, there's already an XSF file here, but add one, and find the one that you saved it as. Mine was box one. And now go to meshes, and add XMF. I have box.xmf. No, it's box one. I already did this before. Now press apply changes. And it's not showing anything because, well, over here you need a texture. Here's your wood texture. Apply. There we go. I bet you were scared when you didn't see anything. Alright, this is so exciting. Alright, now that you guys know this, you can probably, so cute, make a lot of furniture items without poses just by knowing these basic rules. Yeah, so good luck in your mesh making, good luck in your no pose furniture items, and I hope your exporter worked. I hope everything worked for you. If not, just follow through my tutorial again, like make sure you clicked everything right. Sometimes you click the wrong thing, but I hope it was simple enough, and hopefully I'll make more tutorials soon because YouTube doesn't have enough of them. Alright, thanks guys!